festival. And
Jay Thomas.
No. Jay is a little snarky one.
Oh, Jay.
No, Jay is a little snarky one, but the lead of the crew, can't remember his name. But yeah, he's really funny and everything, and I love his self-effacing kind of stuff. But we were talking about Amy and her I Feel Pretty. So tell us what the film's about.
So the film is about an American girl, and she is very underconfident. She's not happy with her job. She doesn't have a partner, and she feels that she's at a bit of a dead end. And because she's plus size as well, I think that's one of the reasons why she's feeling underweight, because she's going to these spinning classes to try and lose weight. And she's trying really hard, and one of her training sessions, a freak accident happens with the cycle. She actually falls over and hits her head. My heart went when that happened.
Geez,
like, as the viewer,
did you actually hear the sound of the oh man.
And as the viewer, like, you really felt that.
Yeah.
And then after she fell, it's like something knocked her brain. And then the girl who obviously was attendant to her, after she injured herself, she was like, "Oh yeah, you okay?" And Amy, she was saying, "Oh, I look great, or I look brilliant." And obviously she just had an accident. She wasn't that most attractive, but something in her brain had switched where she thought, "Oh yeah, I'm the most attractive person going now."
Yeah.
And through that newfound confidence, her whole life changed. She got a dream job, a new set of cool friends, and she found herself a partner, and her life then appeared perfect.
So basically, what she needed was more confidence to be able to have a better life.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like the message of that. That sounds good.
Well, after I watched the film, it was one of those films where you actually think about it after you've watched it. And I thought there's an important lesson in that. You need to have confidence in yourself, because if you have confidence in yourself, you'll go for these opportunities, your life will become better, you'll find new ventures, and good things will come to you. Even though it can be hard, especially in today's culture where a lot of people, myself included, have had issues in accepting yourself and being confident. But I think it is key, and I think everyone needs to stop being so hard on themselves and just have a bit more confidence.
But I mean, like, what's interesting is, because I mean, I do like Amy Schumer. She got those like cherub, cheeks, and she's not kind of like what you maybe consider like a plus size girl, but she's confident. She carries it well and stuff like that. And and like when you were talking about I Feel Pretty, it made me think about Rebel Wilson.
Yeah, I think those two actors together.
Well, because I love Rebel Wilson, but she also has a new film on Netflix now called Isn't It Romantic? Just in time for Valentine's.
Yeah, just in time. When you said that, I thought Valentine's Day.
Isn't it? Yeah, but it's the fact though that like because I haven't seen it yet, but what I've heard and noticed is that she managed to lose a lot of weight too.
Yeah.
And and I was just curious what you think about that. I mean, like. Because like I said, very happy with who she was and the talent and all of that. But what do you think about actresses who, seem like they have to lose weight to become more pretty or more bankable as film stars? What do you think about that?
I think sometimes it's through the roles. So if they go to a casting director, they'll need to be a certain size to take that character. But at the end of the day, it's a job. So after they've had the 6 months to a year working on that film, they are then free to become how they wish, so they can go back to whatever size they're comfortable with. For some people, if they find that they're happy and healthy at that size, they can stay that size. But I know some women, they prefer to be a certain shape. So.
Or do you think they're told by their agents and publicists is that they should be a certain shape? Because like there was that time last year where Melissa McCarthy, again another funny actress and everything like that, who really plays up to the plus size she does, just started to walk the red carpet and looking a little bit thinner. And I don't, and the thing about it is, I won't say the funny thing about it is, but I haven't really noticed, in what film did she do that for? It seemed like it was more of a personal choice, but in her films you don't really see that and stuff.
It might not be due to pressure. I mean, myself as an example, I lost 2.5 stone last year, but that wasn't due to other people pressuring me.
Yeah.
I felt very sluggish, and I didn't have energy, and I was feeling depressed, and I realised that I could be doing more exercise, I could be eating a bit better. And through doing that, I lost the weight, but I didn't do it to lose a load of weight. I just wanted to become healthier myself.
Yeah, well, and that's probably the thing is that the personal choice that people will take with this, and I think, but it's interesting, like when we're talking about the kind of films that we're talking about today, you know, it's involving these like plus size actresses, more, and you're saying plus size actresses more than models, you know, and I just thought like it's interesting how we're seeing this change in these actresses who usually were comfortable with that, you know. But I mean, also too, another question I wanted to ask you around that is like, you know, do you think men get the same stigma?
No, not at all. I think if a man, say, beefs up for a role and he gets a lot of applause for that, it seems a really good thing. Whereas I think with women, if they, say, lost a load of weight, they wouldn't quite get the same benefit from it from the media. I think with women, they're often expected to look a certain way.
Right.
But then, contrary to that, I've seen a massive change across all industries, film industry, music, modelling. Over the last 5 years, it's become more accepting to be whatever size you'd like to be, and I think that's the right way to be. Because with acting, you're acting to do with how you're speaking, how you're moving. When has your weight ever come into how well you can act?
Well, but then again, I think the judgment is really key here, because let's take, for example, Christian Bale. You know, I mean, obviously fantastic actor, but like, you know, he had just did the Cheney movie, Vice.
Yeah.
But like, he's being celebrated for gaining all the weight, and it's like even in the trailers, you're looking at him and he's like got his shirt off.
Yeah.
You're like, see, this is not a fat suit. This is like Christian Bale just actually bulked up, not like muscularly, but you know, in the poundage. And he was up for, you know, like what's that word? Not the, I was going to say the Grammys. You know, but not the Oscars, but he probably is up for an Oscar actually.
Yeah.
But you know, key awards and everything, but nobody's kind of like making fun of him, making any judgments of him and everything. They're taking his regime seriously, you know, and of course, especially now that he's on the carpet, he's lost all the weight that he gained. So he's making it look like, hey, it's like a superpower, I can do that. You know what I mean? Wicked, and so I wish I had that power.
There is a considerable amount of time though, isn't there, for a film finishes to
Yes,
when
indeed,
it's
true,
brought
yes.
out. So he would have had that time. So if he went back to his former regime, he's quite easily lose.
Well, he's got a nutritionist and everything.
Yeah.
And all that. Because actually, to be honest, you know, do you remember The Machinist? You know, when he had to go to the opposite extreme, where he had to lose a lot of extreme weight to become really thin, and it was like unhealthily skeletal and everything. And he even talked about how after Vice, he even talked about, you know, I gotta stop doing this, you know, because he's going from one extreme to the other.
It can't go
weight gain, weight loss, weight gain, weight loss. What am I gonna do, you know? And because I mean, I think even in American Hustle, he had to gain the weight as well.
Yeah.
So. But again, we look at it as an achievement and not as like, you know, when you actresses doing that, you know, it's not treated the same way. So that's why I was wondering how you felt about it.
Yeah. I think as well, it's part, I think when actors or actresses gain weight, it's part of a job. Like with athletes, for example, in all the Olympics, they've got to put themselves on a specific diet, train for how many hours a day. So I think the actors and actresses see it as that, just a job. But I do think it is unfair how there is still different attitudes between men and women, because why should it be different? It's the same difficulty to do it, no matter what gender you are. So.
No, exactly.
But I do find that it has got better. Women used to get scrutinised a lot more than they do.
Yeah.
But it is still quite bad.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, this is indeed true and everything, and but I guess the other woman that we were talking about when we were prepping for the show, and I can't remember her name, but like she's in the new movie Dumpling.
Yeah.
And everything with Jennifer Aniston, and like you said, you haven't seen the film that was her breakout role, Patty Cakes.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, where she did a real tour de force in that role, because, you know, I mean, she played like an overweight white trash rapper, you know, for the downtrodden town. It's kind of like a female version of 8 Mile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but it was all about like her dream and her talent.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, obviously, you know, Dumpling is somewhat the same. It's on the same line.
Yeah.
But this time, you know, Jennifer Aniston is her mom, and she's like one of those stage moms that like, I don't know, Dumpling, I don't know if you could do this. You know, and being in this pageant and everything like that, you know, and I just wondered what you thought about all of that.
Well, I think it was really, really good that film came out. So many people spoke about it, and I think it showed a lot of people that there shouldn't be stereotypes that only certain people can be good at something, because go back 20, 30 years, I mean, even in the last 5 years, and there'd be the expectation that the winners of beauty pageants would be like a carbon copy mould, tall, stick thin, stereotypically very beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk to this myself because when I was 18, 19, 20, I did a few beauty pageants.
All right, yeah.
Because I got badly bullied in school, so when I left, I saw one being advertised, and I thought it would help my confidence, which it did massively. Because not only was I on stage in front of a lot of people, in the run-up to the pageants, you also do a lot of work in the community with charities, and with that you source a lot of your own opportunities and have to get out there and speak to the public. So that's one of the ways that I became more confident. But when I started doing the pageants, I never had any chance of winning, because it would always be the very skinny girls who won. But then I did see a shift, because I entered one called Miss Natural Beauty UK, and I actually won that.
Oh wow, okay.
But that pageant was great because it didn't have a height or weight restriction.
Right.
How you visually looked didn't get marked. I think you got marked on how you presented yourself, but not how you looked visually.
So pretty much like that, if you could display the confidence in your walk and stride, you mean?
Yeah, and also what you do for the people, what you do in your community, for charities, if you have a platform, what you do with it. And I thought that was brilliant.
Great.
And that has paved the way. I mean, fast forward 5 years, you've now got a wide variety of things in the pageant world. You've actually got specific plus size pageants now. But more and more in mainstream pageants, I've seen plus size girls winning. And I think that's a really good thing, because why should your size limit you from being a good role model to others and winning a pageant title?
Well, I think, you know, I mean, the confidence, like you said, is the key, because, I mean, and it's really interesting, like, we could look at some plus-size girls, especially young or old, it's like, you know, they carry it well when they're confident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Better than the ones who are, like, starving themselves to be at a certain level and stuff. So, I mean, that's really great that you do that more and more.
I mean, I don't do pageants myself anymore, but...
No, but you said the pageant and stuff you were in has kind of like elevated to continue to do that same philosophy, right? Yeah,
so when I did Miss Natural Beauty UK, that was in its first year. Now, year on year, the competition gets bigger and bigger, more and more girls enter, there's more categories, so they've now got a Ms category, Mrs category, and the winners now...
Ms category, wow,
yeah. So basically anyone can enter now. And if you win,
yeah,
you go to internationals in Spain, and how much of a fantastic opportunity is that?
I think it's a great opportunity. What's the age restriction on that?
There's no age restriction.
No, is it?
No, I mean, who would have thought that? If we had a conversation, you'd probably have the stereotype that pageants only up to a certain age. Some of them still do. I know Miss Universe does, Miss World, whereas it's nice you've got more age-inclusive pageants.
Yeah. But I mean, like, obviously, you know, when it comes down to, you know, you don't want it to be too young.
Yeah.
You don't want to be too young and stuff like that. So, I mean, but, no, I mean, see, that's really interesting that you have that experience with the pageants and stuff. So, I mean, overall, you know, with these films, you know, it seems like in the topic of, like, plus-size women and everything else like that, what do you think? Do you think this is going to become, like, a trend of genre, or, you know, or do you just think that it doesn't matter?
I think that it will continue to progress, and there'll be more and more films like that. Because I think in the media and stuff, they're learning more and more that people want to see up on billboards, on screens, people who they can relate with, people who like that.
There you go. It's being able to, like, relate to the person that's out there, and, you know, can I aspire to be in this film?
I mean, go look at the fashion industry. 10 years ago, if you looked at the billboards,
Yeah.
women would all look the same. Whereas
Yeah.
the consumers now and the businesses now know that women, and men as well, want people who look like them. So if you go to fashion shows, they want to see women who, they want to have the clothes up on them, don't they? Or in the film, you want to feel what the person on the screen's feeling. And if they're nothing like the person on the screen, then they're going to find it a bit harder, aren't they?
I guess maybe that's why you like Amy Schumer, do you think?
I like that she took a risk, because I'm sure when she started out, she knew that what she's doing probably got knocked back by a lot of people. But look, now she's obviously worked hard, successful, and I like that she doesn't take herself too seriously. A lot of stuff she does, Smack just wouldn't do.
Yeah.
She does, and she pulls it off so well. Like, I admire what she does.
Yeah, yeah. And she's like best friends with Jennifer, what's her, Lawrence?
Yeah.
J-Lo. So, I mean, in your final recommendation, do you recommend I Feel Pretty then?
I definitely recommend it. Sometimes I find it hard to get into films, but straight away I was glued to that film, and I'd definitely watch it again. I think while I've still got the freezing weather, just have a little movie night, have a little watch.
You're in watching Netflix and chilling. So, what do you think you're gonna watch next time, and like what type of films do you think as your interest? What do you think you're going?
I'd be keen to watch the festival because that has been up on my list for some time. But then I'm thinking maybe move away from the comedy because we've done that this week. Maybe save it for the week.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully you could do some horror though, because we're like a horror podcast going on and everything. Do you like horror?
I do like horror.
Really?
I couldn't watch it every day.
Well,
but, you know, it's been,
I think you'd be a little bit crazy.
it's been 4 months since Halloween, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
A bit more horror back.
Are you old school horror or new school horror?
Old school horror.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me one example before we go.
Saw?
That's not old school. That's gore. That's gore porn. Thanks. But yeah, I mean, no, the first one is a classic. I will give you that and everything. It got crazy when it got to 7 or 8 or 24.
I wouldn't watch Sinister again, and I'll still watch it.
Oh really? I didn't even bother watching that.
Oh damn.
even though the director who did that was the one who ended up doing Doctor Strange. So I mean, I feel like I should kind of like give him a shot, but it was really, really not scary. Was it scary?
Oh no, it was very scary. I was a grown woman by that point. I was on my own about it.
Okay, thank you very much. Charlotte's Corner, alright. Alright, so then let's close it out then, Charlotte.
Okay, so thank you very much, Chase, for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you very much for
having me.
Charlotte's
Corner for this week. Make sure you tune in again next week for another film.
Yeah, so watch us on our social media, condoR Online. We're also
on Facebook.
And Instagram as well as Twitter. So, thank you very much, Charlotte. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel.